What is up, everybody? I am live in my mobile studio. It's crampy in here. I need one of those Sprinter vans. I really do. But I'm live in my mobile studio, and I'm getting all set up here. Let me get all this set up here. All right. So, all right. Let me get TikToky. Uh-oh. Here we go. All right. How's everybody doing? What are you guys all up to today? I am live in my mobile studio today. Let me see. All right, here we go. Am I using a filter? Why does it look like there's a filter? I think there might be a filter going. All right, so today I am live in the mobile studio. I'm going to be recording episode number 15 of the Vet Riders podcast, and I figured why not do it live? Because the first one I tried to do live, and it turned into complete crap. But I wanted to do it today, so I'm going to be doing 15. The topic is going to be what type of veteran are you? And I think you're going to be surprised at to what specifically my opinion is on that. So let's go ahead and get started. If you are watching on TikTok, I will be trying to talk about whatever it is that you might say, but I won't be able to necessarily address everything because I'm going to be recording the video live. So if you're here, thank you for joining. I will be recording episode number 15 right now, and you guys will all get to be a part of it. So I'm going to get set up right now to record episode number 15 on my platform over here. Hopefully the audio is decent, but if you're here, you're going to get to see it live. And if you post a comment, I might be able to address it. It looks like you have it in studio portrait mode. I do have it in studio portrait mode. Why does it not look bueno? What's wrong with studio portrait mode? Is there an issue with that? I'm getting set up to record the audio, so give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't know how to do that. So, all right. All right. I'm gonna do Banner's comments. I'm gonna add a little bit of background music because I like doing it with the background music. And it's also my intro music for the podcast. There we go. Lord. All right, let's dive into it. So if you're watching live, I'm live on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and my group. You'll get to hear what I talked about, and I'm also going to record it live. So, all right. Test, test, test. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 15 of the Vet Riders podcast. I'm your host, Juan Perez. This one we are going to be filming live, like we did episode number 1. But this time, I have my audio set up. I am in a much better headspace, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be live right now. If you're watching this live, go ahead and comment below your name. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can always go and follow my socials at JP the Veteran Coach. And when I do go live, I might be doing this again. I don't know. We will see. But today we're going to be talking about what type of veteran are you? What type of veteran are you? Who do you consider to be like? Are you the bro vet? Are you the veteran that completely denies the military? Are you the type of veteran that is all about the military? Are you the type of veteran that just has issues coming back to society and you want to figure out who the hell it is that you are? That's too close to the face. And we're going to be talking about that today. So let's go ahead and take a deep dive. All right, I'm pausing that. Adjust the audio over here. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. All right, so who's here with me live? Test, test, test. All right. So that was the intro. And we're going to go ahead and knock it out now. If you're here watching live on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, do me a favor, drop a comment below and let me know where it is that you're watching from. Yes. Test. All right. Let me see how that sounded on the imp opener. Yeah, it sounded cool. Where are you guys watching from? Appreciate you. So on StreamYard, I can't see your names. So for anybody that is watching, I can't see your names on my Facebook comments. That's for Facebook. I think it's Savannah and Steven. But I'm gonna go ahead and record episode 15. So I'm gonna get started now. Lower the audio a little bit. Test. All right, here we go. So all right, here we go. So what type of veteran are you? Do you consider yourself the type of veteran that really embodies what it means to be a veteran? Or do you consider yourself the type of veteran that had trouble adjusting to society and now you love wearing all the grunt style stuff and you love talking all about the military and you have to be this type of veteran that just always has the answers and can solve any problem and people lean on you and people call you in the middle of the night because they need you? I'm going to tell you something. You have to understand that being a veteran means that you are you. You just have certain qualities that you bring with you from the military, but it's not everything of who you are. It doesn't define you. Being a veteran is absolutely super cool. Why? Because you have all these amazing skills that the military taught you. And then as long as you leverage them properly, as long as you bring them into society with you, you can do a lot with them. But what type of veteran are you? Well, there's no such thing. You don't have to be a type of veteran. You just have to be you. You have to be you. Steven, you have to be you. Savannah, Josh, Victoria, Jess, whoever's listening right now, you just have to be you. The reason I say this is because when I got out, I felt like I had to be a type of veteran. I had to be this resilient, no nonsense, just super badass motherfucker. Because I was a scout sniper and I went to combat and I did all these things. But you know what? I was very wrong. And it took me a long time to realize that. Because I felt like, well, I've done all these things. And before the military, I didn't do anything. I was in high school. I got in trouble. I went to a total of 5 different high schools. I got suspended from 2 of them for fighting, being involved in gangs, getting arrested. So the military for me was the very first time that I felt like I actually was doing something with my life. And doing something with my life gave me so much value that I hung a lot of the value on being a veteran. But that's where I was wrong. You see, you don't have to be a type of veteran. It doesn't have to be your entire identity. You can be goofy. You can smile. You can be comedic. You don't have to be stoic all the time. You don't have to be serious all the time. You can be a jokester. You can use words that maybe you think people would have made fun of you in the military. You can be yourself. And that's what I'm working on right now. It's like to this day. Why? Like I said, the military became such a big part of my identity that I had trouble separating myself from that. And now you might think like, well, you're JP, the veteran coach. How dare you? Yeah, exactly. I'm JP, the veteran coach, but I'm JP first. I'm not the veteran coach JP. I am me, and I'm helping other people find success after service. But that's my goal, to help veterans find success after service. I want them to realize that they don't have to be a type of veteran. They don't have to be the bro vet. They don't have to be this type of vet. They don't have to be anything. They get to be themselves. And unfortunately, a lot of veterans, they get out and they want to go into a type of work that is very similar to the military. I did it. I went into law enforcement. And what did that do? That delayed my separation anxiety because I stayed in a world that was very similar to the military. Not the same, but very similar. And I just don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore because you know what? It doesn't fit who I am anymore. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. I loved it for a lot of years. Brought me a lot of peace. It brought me a lot of enjoyment. I got very fulfilled in my life. But like now that I have kids, now that I'm living my life and I started this business and I'm able to do much more in this world and able to just create things, like this is a creation right here. This is me creating. Now, whether you listen to the podcast or you're actually watching live right now on TikTok, Facebook, IG, wherever you're listening to, this is me creating. And I think that there's nothing more beautiful than that. So, because my values are different, because I'm realizing that I am me, I don't have to be a type of veteran. I don't have to drive certain cars. I don't have to wear certain things. I don't have to have certain stickers. I don't have to have a certain username or have a certain profile picture. Like, I get to be me, right? And we have to do that. You can have skills and qualities and experience from the military, from your time in the Marine Corps, the Army, the Navy, whatever it is, but it doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define who you are because at the end of the day, when you get out, you have to learn, you have to create, you have to mold, you have to find a new identity. Because when you were younger, 17, 18, you didn't know who the hell you were. So you get out and you have to like understand that you're going to go through a culture shock. And that culture shock is no freaking joke because you're all alone and you have to make a decision. Do I lean into this feeling of uneasiness, of uncomfortableness? Or do I withdraw a little bit and wear my military shit and find the VFW and only hang around with vets and hate on society and say that you don't fit in because nobody fucking understands you and you get angry and bitter and before you know it, you are in a very dark place. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. We don't want that. You have to get out. You have to understand it's going to be uncomfortable, but you have to lean into it. When you lean into that uncomfortable feeling, when you lean into the pain, when you lean into the culture shock, when you lean into the fact that you don't know who the fuck you are anymore, you find out who you are. It takes a lot of time. Trust me, I'm still fucking doing it. And I've been out for over 10 years now. But I am this much closer every single day of finding out who the hell I am, what my purpose is in this life, and what I am trying to do in this world. Every single day when I lean into it, I wake up every day and I tell myself, today is going to be the best day ever. Because I believe that. I lean into it. I don't tell myself today's gonna fucking suck and I hate society and I'm angry and the VA this and the VA that and I'm just a crazy veteran. Like, no. People put that stereotype on you, but then we reinforce it. We have to move away from it. They can't say these things about you if you don't portray those characteristics. You don't believe them, so therefore don't agree with them and don't fucking embody them. Be you. Be your own person. Be your own person. If this is resonating with you, I want you to drop a comment below if you're listening live. Tell me whatever you want. Tell me what is hitting home with you. Because you should be your own individual person. You don't have to be a type of veteran. You don't have to be like anybody else. You can be your own person. And we have to remember that. So work very hard. Like, find out who you are. Get to know yourself and lean into the freaking uncomfortable feeling. Try out new hobbies. Go on freaking, what is it called? Groupon and find one of those Groupons to go and try out a new hobby. Take a friend with you. Go by yourself. Don't be scared to be around new people. Lower your guard. You don't have to be a tough son of a bitch all the time. You also don't have to share your military experience right away. If they ask you, great, be proud of it. But it's not everything of who you are. It's not everything of who you are. You are you. You are Steven. You are Jess. You are Gary. You are Alex. You are Beth. That's who you are. All the other stuff of being a veteran, we don't have to advertise it as much because what do we do when we only talk about veteran stuff? And you might be thinking, well, JP, you're the veteran coach. It's all you talk about. It's not. Have you heard my message? I talk about how is it that we can succeed in society by changing our ways, by changing our culture, by working very diligently on understanding that we have more to do in this life than just what we did in the military. We have to change that narrative. Be very proud of your service, but you don't have to be a specific type of veteran. You can be you. And that's what matters. I want you guys all to remember that. You don't have to be a type of veteran. You can be you. Be unapologetically yourself. Because if you get out and you think that you have to be a certain type of way when you get out, and you think that you have to portray these certain characteristics or aspects about you, you're going to put off a certain type of demeanor about you. I did that. 100% guilty of that. And then I realized that because I did that, a lot of people are pushing me away. But it wasn't them pushing me away. It was me pushing myself away from them because I didn't want to feel like I was just a civilian. But that's what I was. So when you accept that you're a civilian, when you accept that you are in a society now and you have military experience, you bring all those skills with you. You can leverage all of it. But the baggage that you bring with you, you have to learn to let it go. You have to drop it. You have to start separating from that. The ego, the judgment, the fact that you think everything has to be your way or no way. We have to change that. We have to change that and work very diligently at it. Because if we don't work at it, we're not going to change it. And we can tell ourselves like, well, I'm doing okay. Fuck doing okay. You should be thriving. I would rather thrive in peace than survive in chaos. So stop telling yourself that you have to embrace the suck 24/7. Do it when you need to. But you don't have to live a miserable life. You don't have to be angry in society. You don't have to only hang out with veterans. There's a lot to learn in this world. And if you keep thinking that you have to be a type of veteran, you are typecasting yourself into a position. You are getting stuck in the mindset that this is all you are. So I get it. I love wearing the veteran stuff. I'm wearing something right now, Scout Sniper Association. But it doesn't define me. It's not everything that I am. I am me. I am goofy. I am funny. I am also very serious at times. I deliver the message. I'm getting better at this podcasting thing. And I want to share who I am. I'm very proud of who I am. But for years, I had to hide this because I felt like I was going to be judged. I felt like people had this perception of who Juan is. Oh, Juan is a Marine. Juan is a cop. Juan is a narcotics officer. Juan is a Scout Sniper. Juan is this. Juan is that. So I felt like I had to play that part. I'm not playing any parts. I am me. And that's the type of veteran you should be. Yourself. Remember that. You don't have to be a type of veteran. You can be yourself. You don't have to only hang out with veterans. You can hang out with other people. You don't have to portray a certain characteristic or a certain idea of what you think you have to portray. Be you. And if you just got out, take time, find out who you are, try out new hobbies, put yourself out there and realize that there's nothing wrong with failing. It's just when you don't get up. That's what we have to avoid. We have to make sure we get up. Thank you for your time. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. So that's going to be the end of the podcast. It's processing right now. I'm going to do a closer, which you guys are all going to be a part of. And then let me do a closer right here and record it. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, we just wrapped up. I can't talk. I'm going to, you know what? I want to get because I want this one to freaking smack. I want it to smack. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, we just got done wrapping up and recording episode number 15 of the Vet Rise podcast. I am your host, Juan Perez. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it fucking slapped you in the face for the right reasons, and I hope it gave you a wake-up call that you needed to hear today. What type of veteran are you? You are you. You don't have to be a specific type of veteran. Remember that. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and thank you for your time. That's it. All right, guys, I'm going to stay live on TikTok and on Facebook. So if you want to chat, if you want to message me here, I appreciate it. I'm about to hit the gym in a minute. Alex, how you doing? I want to say hi to you. I like that. The sum of the parts equal the whole. I like that. So anybody else is here, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Savannah, I see you transferred over to TikTok. Steven, you as well. And thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Like, you guys are the bread and butter of this program. You guys are the reason why I can do all this. So thank you guys all for being here for my clients. I see the freaking VetRise Academy is showing up in force here, and I love that. Thank you guys. Ray, how's it going? And I don't know if I can see any. I can't read the comments on the Facebook but if you're on Facebook or Instagram, do me a favor, drop a comment below. Let me see if I can actually. Oh, so I see Kyle watching. Chuck is watching. I appreciate it. For some reason, so I'm going to show you guys here. Well, I'll show you on TikTok. You won't be able to see it, but I can't see the name of the people commenting on Facebook unless I open Facebook. And to be honest, I already have too many screens open to do that. But I appreciate you guys watching. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can do it on this one, because I'm going to switch over here. I'll open up Facebook over here. How's everybody doing today? We couldn't do it without you. Give yourself credit. I still appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. Ellie, thank you for dropping in to say hi. I'm seeing now. All right, so I'm going to see where else I'm going live, because I should be live in the groups, right? So I think it's in the VetRise Academy. Should be in there. How's everybody doing today? What are some wins? What's something that you guys want to share with everybody that I want to give you guys a space to share? And I see you guys. Thank you for doing. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm on the VetRise Academy group. Thank you guys for tuning in from work. Kyle, thank you for tuning in. And I see that we had Chuck also tuned in. And who else tuned in? Hey, Melinda's here. Thank you. Stuck to your meal today. Had an amazing nutrition today. Well, since we have so many VetRise Academy members on the TikTok Live, why don't we just do a quick coaching call, right? So, all right. So for all my new people on the VetRise Academy, I got a shower, made my bed, and got dressed, if even for half an hour to an hour. Yeah, absolutely. Saucon, my biggest win is taking a dump in YMCA pool, and they never found out. Yeah, it is stupid, my man. All right, so this is the way we used to do Mindset Mondays. For all my new people, it's been a little bit different lately, but this is how we used to do it. So I used to tune in, and we would start like this. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindset Monday. Today, we're going to be talking about how to change your life. The fact that you are here means everything, because if you decide, here we go, and put this here. If you've made the decision to actually try and deliberately change your life, it means that you understand you're not on the path you want to be. And how do we change our life? We change our life by paying attention very closely of what is happening on a day-to-day basis. When you pay attention to your day-to-day basis, you can start realizing what doesn't align with you. What are you doing today, yesterday, the day before, maybe this entire week of not aligning with you? So if you're doing things that don't align with you, if you are waking up late and that's not something you want to do, we got to change that. If you're eating shitty foods and that's not something you want to do, we have to change that. If you are staying up late watching TV and that's not something that you want to do, then we have to change that. It does have to change that way. Changing your life takes a lot of work. But in reality, once you fucking start, once you go down that path, and once you tell yourself, like, this is it, I am unhappy, I'm going to do something about it, it gets easier, believe it or not. Because as you add positive things into your life, you fucking start removing the negatives. And when you remove the negatives, they don't affect you anymore. Whether that's a person, something you've been doing, a habit, maybe it is your job. Whatever it is that is negatively affecting you, when you remove it, it no longer has power over you. You can decide that you are going to live your best life by actually only allowing positivity into your life. And I really believe that. And you might be telling yourself, this fucking guy, he's full of shit. He's only talking out his ass. Listen, that says more about you than it says about me. I do believe in the power of extreme positivity. I do believe in the fact that you can change your life and you can transform your life by actually taking motherfucking action. Whether it's messy action or positive action. And by the way, I normally don't swear this much, but I'm really feeling it today. You can take action. And you just have to start moving forward one step at a time. And eventually you are not only moving forward, but you start walking a little faster, you start running, and eventually you are taking leaps and bounds ahead of everybody. Because I don't want you to focus on the baby steps. I don't want you to take baby steps consistently. I want you to be willing to take that leap of faith. Because when you take that leap of faith and you burn the boats and you realize that you can do anything that you want to do, you become unbelievably confident. Because as you do A and B and C, because you said you were going to do A and B and C, D and E and everything else becomes better and better and better. Oh, Melinda, listen, JP, you had to consistently show me you weren't a creep for 2 years before I took steps. Do I come off as a creep? Comment of the year. Oh, I'm going to screenshot that. Hold on. Oh, well, listen, I'm happy that you trusted me. I'm happy that you see that I'm not a creep, and I'm happy you're still here. And I think you're doing absolutely amazing. Yeah, very eccentric. You know what? But I'm me. And I think we all need to be that. We don't have to be a type of veteran. We don't have to be a type of person. We get to be ourselves, be unapologetically ourselves. And when we do that, like, we become limitless because we stop playing small for other people. When we are paying all this close attention to making sure we don't offend people, we don't cross people's boundaries, or we don't say something the wrong way, like, we're playing small. You're limiting your potential. I'm happy you signed up too. When you limit your potential, you'll never know what is possible. When you limit your potential, you are telling yourself that you can't do it. Because inside your brain listens. And your brain is going to tell you in this loop and feedback pattern that you're not trying hard enough. So therefore, why would it give you any effort back? And you will only get the results that you deserve because of the work that you put into it. We don't deserve anything. We have to earn it. So be you. Be unapologetically you. Live your life. I appreciate that, Alex. Yeah, I like being thought-provoking, eccentric. Like, it's when I don't hold back, I feel happy. And that's like something that I'm really like diving into. I don't have to be a type of individual. I don't have to be a type of veteran. I get to be me. And my timer just went off. I'm going to stick around for a few more minutes because I'm really, really digging this. And I want to see who posted the win. All right. Chuck said, win for me is I'm at work and the neighbors' kids were playing basketball. I went over and got active and played basketball. They were so happy. So was I. Chuck, that's amazing because you got to do something you don't normally do. And you had this quick feedback loop. Input, output, right? So when you input the work, the output was that you felt active and you were able to not only make your day better, but the kids' day better. So I'm happy that you were able to do that. We trusted you so well. We signed off for 1 month and then 1 year. Yes, you did. So Savannah and Steven, who are with me on TikTok, they signed up for an entire year. I appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you so much. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. I'm feeling great. It is 7:19 p.m. for me. So I'm going to hit the gym. I have to be up early tomorrow morning. But I hope you guys enjoyed being part of the podcast today. It was fun. I don't know how the audio is going to sound because I'm in my car. But I really love doing this. I love going live. I love talking. I love being me, eccentric, like thought-provoking, controversial. I hope to slap in the face to people because I want people to freaking feel like, this means something. I want every one of my videos to be the video that somebody sees and they are like, wow, he's talking to me. And I love to see all of my freaking Savage Squad in here. Like, you guys are freaking rocking and rolling with me. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys all for being here on my live. I really appreciate all of you. And I hope that today served as a small little coaching class, right? Because we had one on Friday for the ladies. We had one on Wednesday for the dudes. Thursday, we did kind of something a little bit different. And Monday was Mindset Monday. By the way, be on the lookout for the schedule for April. Is it April? Yeah, for April and some of March. Some of the hours are going to be a little bit different for all my Savage Squad. I know that Mondays is going to be Monday's regular time, but Thursday is 4 p.m. CST for me, so 2 hours before ahead for you. Same here, early normal tomorrow morning. However, I get to see your smile face tomorrow. Absolutely. Alex, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. I have everything ready for you, and I'm very excited to share with you. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope you have the best night of your life. If you haven't done it, you can check the Facebook group. There is an optional self check-in, and it's optional. But I do feel like week number 1 tends to be better for most after an actual check-in. Alex, this doesn't apply to you because, well, if you want to do it, you can do it. I think it would benefit you either way. But I see that week number 2 for the Savage Squad, it tends to be not as great as week 1. And I want to make sure you guys have a great week 2 compared to week 1. So if you haven't, it's optional, but you can do a self check-in. And I do plan on giving you some audio feedback on all self check-ins. Guys, I'm out. This was fun. Adios, everybody. Woo! How do you sign off on this thing? I feel like an old man. All right. Adios, everybody.